The word just heard makes us see a different Jesus than the humble shepherd, the good shepherd who has always manifested himself. He makes us see even more the essence and the substance of the man-God, that determined man-God, and determined to respond precisely to a question: how many will be saved? For that time the narrow door was just that man-God, his teachings, his word, the new doctrine that he taught, passing from country to country, from village to village. Accepting the word of that man-God meant questioning everything that was believed, and Jesus wanted to put in those hearts the seed of metamorphosis. That radical change to confront the current religion that existed at that time. Jesus came to expose the hypocrisy. He went from street to street preaching this new doctrine that was imbued with love. Love made person, a word and a sentiment unknown at that time, in essence and in substance. So the evangelist says, he walked towards Jerusalem, the holy city where those who wanted to worship God went to the temple that was located in that city. When Jesus arrived in front of the temple, he sought to bring order, to bring that holy discipline that was needed with regard to God. That temple had become a den of foxes and vipers, where one haggled above and beyond. Jesus came to bring back essence and substance, those hearts who were to go to the temple to worship God and what was holy, but which unfortunately was no longer holy, because those who had to represent him showed a reality different from holiness. No longer God but one's own ego to be more and more adored as God. Here was that narrow door that one had to practice and put into practice the teachings of that man God, who had come to unhinge that wide door, that the priests of that time wanted to ensure that everyone could practice. In this again there is the contrast with the narrow door and the old door, the wide door which in this world is now manifested even more. Once again Jesus descended into New Jerusalem. Again the Father sent him to the New Jerusalem, to the holy city where God is worshipped in spirit and truth. Here again the narrow door becomes the cradle of the baby Jesus. At this time when another house has shown everyone an idea of a Christian religion that is not the true one, but conscious and sure of no longer possessing the spirit of truth. The spirit of the risen Christ, therefore the absolute truth. They sought and are trying to put together all sorts of religious philosophies to make those who still practice believe that they possess that truth that is now lost, because there is no longer the Lord in that house. There are only so many human masters that want put one's own interests first, who want to make forget the sacrifice of the Son of God, descended to give his life in exchange for eternal life given to everyone.